just fell into moon mania.
I'm making a video. Anyways, hey guys, today we will be showcasing every character in Noob Experiment Warzone. So, first up we have Noob, and I think we all know what he does. So his punch does 25 damage, throw 50. And yeah, but he has some upgrades. He's not done yet. So basically, if we call the intermission shop, then we go to there. Just look. He has a armor upgrade. Now this armor upgrade, it's not really nothing too special. It just gives him an extra 40 health. But now we're moving on to guest. So basically, guest is a pretty basic unit. He's nothing too good. Punch the same, just 25 damage. Throw 50. Boombox 75. And then dash does no damage, but you could dash and punch at the same times, which does 30 damage, or no, 45. But yeah, that's it for him. Well, actually, he has faster punch. I don't know what this does. I don't think it works. But then he has grenade, which literally just grenade. And now we're moving on to large noob. Large noob. So we're gonna spawn medium guy. So punch, 55 damage. Stomp does 110. And that's really it for him and his basic little form thing. But we're not done yet. He has jetpack, literally jetpack, what do you want me to say? But I'll still showcase it. Just flies him for a while. Then he has armor upgrade. It gives him an extra 100 health. Personally, he looks really cool with his armor upgrade. After this, he has rocket launcher, and let me see how much damage it does. It does 110 damage. So yeah, this character's nothing too bad, nothing too good. But yeah, that's it for this character. And our next character we have is large guest. Large guest. So he has two variants for his hammer thing. So I'm gonna spawn a medium experiment. So first variant does 88 damage. The second one does 80 damage. So yeah, it's nothing too good. Stomp does 240 damage. And then his boombox, I think it does 240. Stomp does 160 actually. But yeah, that's it. That's it for guest, except he just, I believe, has a jetpack, which looks just pretty cool on him. Next up, we have Tuxedo Noob. I'm okay. This is jetpack. Literally just like basically the same thing as large noob. But next up we have Tuxedo Noob. Now he's a pretty good character overall. Can't lie. I grinded this to get upgraded large noob. As you can see, he has no intermission sharp things. So his first ability is a jetpack. Doesn't do any damage. Oh. Next up is dash. It's literally a dash. And it also punches them, which is pretty good. You could literally just spam your punch, your dash, I meant, and then it kills them. But yeah, that's it for his dash thing. Next up, he has hook. What do you want me to say? It's a little hook, but yeah, punch 100 damage, blocks the attack and does 75 damage. So yeah, that's it for this guy. That's it for this guy. Next up we have Guest Helicopter. You could use him for so his first ability is rockets. All of them together does 360 damage. Backup spawns backup. Sacrifices. I don't know how much damage it does, but it sacrifices. Yeah, and now I need to restart the whole entire thing. But, that's what it does, so. You could use that for your team if you want to, to help your team out a little bit. But that's it. Okay. Next character we have is Scientist Roundy. I'll get into that in a sec. But yep. Let's get into it. Scientist Roundy. So Scientist Roundy Scientist Roundy first ability does, I believe, I think it does 270 damage. Punch 75. Jetpack doesn't, just jetpacks. He could jetpack for a longer time though. But that's it for his, his normal abilities. But he could buy stuff from the intermission shop. So yeah. First up is grenade. We all know what that does. Faster punch makes his punch faster. Like his cooldown slower. Small laser and small blaster are the main things. So small blaster spawns a mini blaster that could spawn a shield for itself if somebody attacks it. And small laser, it spawns a, oh my god, no. It spawns a laser out of his, I think, eye, or this thing right there, that thing, that green part, and yeah, that's really it for him. Next up we have Yes Woman. Yay. Hold on, does that count as an ally? Oh. Okay. That's probably useless. I don't know why they did that. You just die. Just to desert this time. Actually, we should just do city because that's my favorite map. I don't really like desert. So next up we have guest woman. I think they're gonna add a guest 1337 next update, but for now they have guest woman. So she's a woman, but let me intermission. No cooldowns. Charles enable God mode so we don't die. Actually, no. So first things first. Her punch does a lot of damage. It has two variants. First variant does 120 damage. Second one is like a normal punch. It does 60 damage. And next up we have throw. Throw does, I believe, 50 damage or 50 damage. Then next up we have laser. It comes out of this thing. And I'm pretty sure it can one-shot basic experiments. Let me see. Yeah, I can. And next up we have jetpack. Nothing too good. Then we have boombox, 180 damage. I thought I did 120. And then flags, heal you quick. That could heal other people too, but there could only be one person in it. So faster punch makes her punch faster. I'm making a video. How about you share? And durability upgrade just gives her 60 more health, and that's it for guest woman. Next up, we have upgraded large noob. Can't really buy anything from the shop. I think last time I checked. Yeah, I can't get anything from the shop. So first ability, jetpack is a jetpack. Rocket, it's those things, does 300 damage. Blaster does 110 damage. And the third variant does 330 damage. Slam does 400 damage, according to what I remember. And then, where is he? Stomp does 178 damage, punch 89. So yeah, he's nothing too good. Well, he's actually a pretty good character. Despacito Spider. First things first, has a custom cutscene, which is pretty sick, in my opinion. I like this character a lot. I use him a lot. So, first ability, Blasters does... I didn't spawn him. So blasters. Okay, we're gonna have to do that later. But slam is a really OP thing. It does 100. No, that does 920 damage. And then laser, I don't really know how much damage it does, but it's pretty OP. Now we could do blaster. Blaster does 300 damage, I think. Somewhere around there. And then after that we have punch. First variant does what? How much damage does that do? Does a lot of damage. And then third variant does 230. So yeah, that's really it for him. Just he has some upgrades. Over Glock's blaster, like does more blaster shots, increase laser damage, just increases his laser damage. And then dual blaster noob, one of my favorite ones. I mean, what can I say? So he could solo Titans. Like I solo Titans with him sometimes. Titan experiment. It's really easy. Solo with Titan experiment. So I think the first variant does 135 damage. Second variant does 105. Throw sword does 635, and then it comes back at you, which it does another 635 to them. And then lunge does 220. Blaster does multiple shots, which I don't really know how much damage it does, but it does a lot of damage, I think. And then stomp does 255. Now, hold on, let me kill this guy. Okay, bro, just don't worry. Now we... Okay, I was about to say. Now we have noob mech. There's this little cool cutscene that happens. Then now you should be turning into it. And sick cutscene. So let me buy all his upgrades really quick. He's slow. So tackle when you miss it. Wait, what? They removed that? Okay, but whatever. So let me buy all his upgrades really quick. Thruster, armor upgrade, Glock blasters, blade spin. Okay. Yep, he looks pretty cool for all his upgrades. If you say he doesn't, you might be tripping. But let me spawn this little guy. He's easy. So blaster does 1,300 damage. Tackle does 100 damage. Stomp 280. Sword with 150 with the first variant. Second variant 175. And then third variant 160. Blade spin does 420 damage. And that's really it for him. If you want, I could just have some fun. Let's have some fun with Noob Mech E. God mode, no CD. Intermission. Speed. And fly. Can you fly? He's too. I guess fly doesn't work. Let's have some fun. Let's spawn about like Only 100 Titan experience. This should be easy. Oh my god. Wow. I didn't know noob mech could be this overpowered with no cooldowns. But you know what's crazy? That there's this number called 1000. We're cooked. Blast off! Dude, this is insanely overpowered. You're telling me this is 1000? Does not look like it. Well, that's it for the video. Bye, guys.